This is the story of a young girl named Jennifer, a girl who lost everything she loved at a very young age. From that moment, life became a struggle she never prepared for. Jennifer had no one, no parents, no family, no support. She had to survive on her own. She started working in the market, selling small goods just to survive. Some days she ate, some days she slept hungry, but she never gave up. She also worked in a small restaurant, cooking and serving food from morning till night. Even when she was tired, she kept going. Despite everything, Jennifer still went to school. She believed education was her only way out. Every day was the same struggle: work, school, survival. Life was hard, but Jennifer was stronger. One evening, while working at the restaurant, a young man named Harrison walked into her life. He noticed how hardworking she was, and slowly, he became interested in her. He kept coming back, again and again, just to see her. They started talking, laughing, and before long, they fell in love. Jennifer trusted Harrison with all her heart. Out of love, she supported him with money to start a business. Harrison's life began to change. He started making money, becoming successful, and living better. Everything seemed perfect, but one day, everything changed. Jennifer discovered she was pregnant. With fear in her heart, she went to Harrison and said, "Harrison, I'm pregnant." But Harrison looked at her coldly and said, "I'm not ready to be a father. I don't want to marry you. Go and remove it." Jennifer broke down in tears. "I have nobody. What do you want me to do?" But Harrison replied, "That is your problem." Alone and confused, Jennifer went to a small chemist shop. She bought medicine without proper medical care. She returned home and took it, hoping everything would be okay. But nothing was okay. Days later, her condition became worse. Her body changed, and a terrible smell began to come from her. People started avoiding her. In the market, people covered their noses when she passed. "Why is she smelling like this? Stay away from her." Even at the restaurant, she lost her job. She stopped going to school. Jennifer became completely isolated. She locked herself inside her room, crying, weak, and slowly losing hope. Meanwhile, Harrison had already moved on. He started living a flashy life, spending money, and flirting with a new girl. But that new girl had her own plans. One evening, while Harrison was away, the girl sat alone in his house, smiling to herself. She said softly, "This man thinks I'm a fool. He thinks I love him." She laughed. "Love? Who loves a man like this? I came here for one thing, his money." She stood up and began packing everything. He showed me his ATM, his secrets, everything. "Now I'll take everything he has and disappear." She smiled again. "By the time he comes back, he will find nothing." That same night, she emptied his accounts, sold his valuables, and ran away. When Harrison returned home, he shouted, "Babe! Babe!" Silence. He looked around. Everything was gone. His money, his house, everything. He fell to the ground. "I've lost everything." At that point, if you're still watching this story, it means you truly love stories. It's amazing how a story can travel so far and bring people together from different parts of the world. Where are you watching from? Drop your country in the comments. Let me see ya. And please, like, comment, and subscribe for more emotional stories like this. Back to the story. While Harrison was losing everything, Jennifer was still fighting for her life. Until one day, help finally came. A young man named Obi, who had admired Jennifer for a long time, heard about her condition. He rushed to her house and found her in a terrible state. Without wasting time, he carried her to the hospital. He stayed with her day and night until she recovered. Slowly, Jennifer became strong again. She returned to school. She rebuilt her life. And this time, she was no longer alone. Obi stood by her side. Their love grew, and eventually they got married. Years passed, and Jennifer's life completely changed. She became successful, happy, and fulfilled. She had a loving husband, beautiful children, and a peaceful life. One day, Harrison saw her again, but this time, she was no longer the girl he abandoned. She was glowing, confident, and surrounded by love. Harrison stood still, shocked. He watched as Jennifer stepped out of a car with her husband and children. Tears filled his eyes. He ran to her and said, "Jennifer, please forgive me. I made a mistake." Jennifer looked at him calmly. "I needed you when I was dying, but you left me." She paused. "I forgive you, but I can never go back." She turned and walked away, leaving him behind. Harrison dropped to his knees, crying, realizing too late what he had lost. If you've watched to this point, thank you so much. A big hug to you.